Alright, this is going to be how I got number one in World at War. Of course, you're going to need a Hori pad, and you're going to need a bunch of PS3s. I had 6. Usually these were the circumstances. I had 1 versus 3, just because it'd be easier to do it by myself and not have somebody ask me for some kills or something. But I did help out a lot of people. I gave away 500,000 kills to one person, and my most kills was like 1.7 million in the game. So basically the Dyers would be over there. I'd run across the map, and they just this is just how I set it up. I mean, I'd go over here, have a bouncing Betty. The Dyers would be lined up on this wall, and then just lay down right there and start knifing them, and they just start running back towards me. Here's a better example. They'd be like right there. Then they'd spawn out of the hut that's right where this area of the map is, and they just come right back, and I'd have the rubber band on the joystick of the Dyer, and basically all I did was take the controller, set it up perfectly, and then have another controller for like the normal, just a normal controller to plug in for the Dyer, and then I'd unplug that when I get the map, and then just set them up right there with the rubber banded controller, and they'd run basically perfectly. And I just have that one Hori pad knifing. As you can see, I'm using a bouncing Betty because it skips the kill cam. So there's no other way to get the Dyer to run and skip the kill cam with like a turbo. You'd have to use this technique and like skip the kill cam with the bouncing Betty, and then have the Dyer run with a rubber band. And basically every time they spawn, they would spawn out right here. They'd run, and then once you die, you respawn, and if you have that joystick held down, you're gonna run again, just because you died and you had the button already held down. And yeah, like this is another point of view. This is Outlaw Carry, my friend, running out, just as an example, and you're gonna see the Dyer's point of view right now. Basically shit that I've seen a million times already. Yeah, that's about it. Look, you can see I was basically doing it perfectly. My friends are a little chaotic, you know, running and jumping or whatever. And yeah, that's it. Point of view of the Dyers right here. Of course, I had it set up so perfectly that it was like the most efficient. Like I would never miss a knife. If you watched before, there's about a set of 6 knives for every 3 times you kill, so you can basically have 6 Dyers on the other team, and this would work perfectly. I used to have 5 Dyers. That's how I got my 33,333 kill streak. I just set up, you know, I'd have some friends come in, set up my Dyers on the other team. The lobby was locked. Be 1 versus 5, and this works perfectly with 1 person on one team and as many Dyers as you can get on the other team. And yep, you can see 6-pack in Outlaw Carry, and my other friend, Incorporated slash Proficient, he was helping me, you know, just show an example, because I already sold all my PS3s. I just wanted to show the kill streak method that I made up to get number one. And basically I was never really here while the kill streaks were going. I'd either go out or go to sleep, you know, smoke some weed, watch the fucking shit just add up or whatever, you know. And I would like play on my other account while this was going on. It was just like it was cool because you didn't have to, like, you know, spend a lot of hours on the game. I have 117 days played, and I basically wasn't there for most of it. I was giving away kills, and I was doing it all by myself. And yeah, you can see I called the dogs in just as an example to like what can happen, you know, the disorder that can happen if you don't do this right, you know, calling the dogs. If you do anything wrong, the spawn point will get messed up. And it's just such a simple spawn, you know, they spawn there regardless of what's going on in the game, as long as 2 people don't spawn there at the same time, which can't happen if you're doing this right. Yeah, that's it. Just wanted to show you guys how it was done. So the whole concept started out in the tank maps, where you could just hold down the trigger and the tank would just shoot at a certain pace and have the Dyer walk out, but you'd have to have another guy standing by the spawn point to make him spawn there over and over. So I figured that wasn't sufficient, you know, just wasting a whole PS3 just sitting on for no reason. And I found this map where the spawn was just so easy, and I was like, alright, what are we going to use? Tried guns, tried everything, you know, tried different guns, and nothing really worked. The knife came into my head, and it was over, you know, just used a knife, and it was perfect, you know, had a certain pace, the knife has a certain pace, and the divers come out at the right pace with that, and it just worked out. And yeah, like, you know, the most kills I ever got in one game was 42,000, and like I have the 33,000 kill streak to prove it. But like before I got that, I had tried to get like a really high kill streak. I died in the middle of the game because, you know, stuff isn't always perfect. Sometimes the game is going on for so long it glitches and it throws a grenade, or maybe you run into your controller, like just you touch your controller by accident, you die, it throws a grenade, you know. But I did go over. I did get 42,000 in one game, and you know, people were convinced that I was hacking the game or something because Hunter came out with the hacks, and I got into his first or second lobby, and I hacked it. So like, you know, it was kind of a waste of my efforts, but I did it just for the hell of it. You know, I was doing all this for the heck of it. So yeah, that's about it. So yeah, that's how I got number one. I had all my own PS3s, doing it all by myself, and that's about it. Peace out.